Ladies and gentlemen, it is the finals of the NXT Tag Team Tournament.
There's no second chances. You win or you go home. It's as simple as that.
Immortality on the line.
Oh, what a move!
Here's Harper for the win. Oh!
Out at 2.
Wyatt Family are definitely in control here.
Bray is literally crawling. Tag made! Here comes Neville! Drop kick! Oh my goodness! For the championship! Oh, it's over!
Here are your winners and new NXT Tag Team Champions, Adrian Neville and Oliver Gray!
The first ever NXT Tag Team Champions. History has been made here tonight.
Welcome inside the living, breathing home of the future of WWE. The NXT arena is stirring with anticipation for tonight's seismic collision in the main event. But first off, we're gearing up for some singles action.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 211 pounds, Yoshi Tatsu.
Our pleasure to be here ringside with you, the WWE superstar, the legendary William Regal, and I am Tom Phillips here inside the NXT arena.
Tom.
Great to be back.
I can't keep track of you. Every week I look over there, there's somebody new sat there.
Well,
Tom this week.
We got to keep track of Yoshi Tatsu heading into the ring for a little singles competition.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
He may be running into a bandsaw right now.
Ooh.
Bray Wyatt and the family have had a rough week here on NXT. All week, they have had to stew about their loss last week to Adrian Neville and Oliver Gray in the NXT Tag Team Tournament Championship. They lost that championship as Bray Wyatt was ejected from ringside, and now maybe a little bit of payback, as these are not some unfamiliar foes here in Tatsu and Wyatt.
Ladies and gentlemen, I feel danger and I feel evil right here in the NXT arena. What is the need for the apron? That worries me greatly. It's like he's going to butcher somebody.
This is a bizarre...
Perhaps Yoshi Tatsu is the man who's going to be butchered.
He's a bizarre human being. Now, Bray Wyatt's family, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, did compete against Yoshi Tatsu 4 weeks ago with Percy Watson as his tag team partner. Those big chops to the chest, seeming to do very little against Bray Wyatt. Whoa! Oh my goodness!
The impact. The way that Bray Wyatt just has his wicked way with people.
Wow. This is Bray Wyatt's first singles competition since August.
I've had car crashes that were less, less damaging than that throw there.
Oh my gosh. Yoshi Tatsu just trying to rebound here in this match. Bray Wyatt, as I just mentioned, his first singles competition since August. He has spent that time assembling his family in Rowan and Harper. And here, oh my goodness, a runaway train into the corner. There are some bad intentions in his eyes right now, William. What do you do if you're Yoshi Tatsu? I mean, he doesn't even seem to be conscious.
You try to survive, that's all you can do.
Oh my goodness. That vicious whiplash into the canvas.
Complete and utter physical
cover.
domination.
Wow.
Here is your winner, Bray Wyatt.
I'm hoping everybody at home saw that. Before Yoshi Tatsu got driven face first into the canvas, Bray Wyatt kissed him on the floor.
after his family's loss last week, boiling over.
I don't think there's any perhaps about it.
Rowan, get in the ring. Now. Stand here. I want you to watch something. Can I get the roll of that video, please? You really let me down, boys. And how could you? After everything I did for you. Rowan, this man, he is your brother. He protected you. You love him. You lean on him when you need protection. And where was he? Your brother is the man that caused us to lose the NXT tag titles. How do you feel? How do you feel now? Hit him. Hit him. Hit him now! Harper. You are my general, Harper. I lean on you. Doesn't your back hurt from carrying him through his whole life? Don't you want vengeance? Yeah. How do you feel? Yeah. Hit him! Yeah, feel it! Fight it out, boys! Enough, I say! How do you feel? How do you feel now? That taste in your mouth, that loss, that taste of the loss. I don't ever want you to have this feeling again. I'm proud of you, boys.
What can one say?
I cannot fathom the crazed mentality that has to be going on between the ears of these three men.
We're looking at three very disturbed human beings, and they're far more dangerous now than they've ever been.
William, I think you hit the nail right on the head. The Wyatt family more united, stronger than they have ever been here on NXT, despite not winning the NXT tag team titles. But nonetheless, their fearless leader, the head of this following, Bray Wyatt, gets a devastating victory tonight over Yoshi Tatsu. But coming up next, we're going to throw things backstage to our colleague Renee Young as she is standing by with the love-struck Sasha Banks.
Joining me at this time, a diva who shocked everyone with a victory over Alicia Fox a few weeks ago, Sasha Banks. Sasha, over the last few weeks, you've been being courted by a secret admirer. Finally, today, we're going to find out who it is. How do you feel?
I am so excited knowing that tonight is the night I finally get to meet my secret admirer.
Oh, here you go.
I can't wait for you to see the desire in my eyes. Here comes the big surprise. Oh.
I've been out injured, and this is what they replaced me with? Sasha, get out of NXT. Love your secret admirer.
Coming up tonight, NXT champion Vicky Langston goes one-on-one with Conor O'Brien in a special challenge match. While the title's not on the line, O'Brien's been itching to get a shot at Langston. It happens tonight on NXT.
I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. now, I love that song. Whenever it comes on, it makes me feel strong. I thought I told you that we won't stop till we back cruising through Harlem, these old blocks. For all of my shortcomings, welcome to my homecoming. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Thank you all.
I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home.
I'm coming home.
The rain wash away.
Feels so
all
good.
the pain of yesterday.
Feels so free.
I'm coming home. Coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Guadalajara, Mexico, weighing 230 pounds, El Local.
Welcome back inside the NXT arena. William Regal ringside with myself, Tom Phillips. And wow.
Have you found anything out about El Local? I tried to talk to him before. It was,
You know, I talked to him last week.
it was like trying to talk to a crockle eating a cockle. I couldn't get a bit of sense out of it.
It was very much a one-sided conversation, I guess you could say, I had with him last week. I went to ask him a question. I don't know what he said.
And his opponent, from Angel Grove, California, weighing 204 pounds, Xavier Woods.
I'm main man Xavier. I love Xavier. Oh, yes.
Perhaps the most charismatic and loud people within NXT. I mean, he's a walking
he brings the funk. He brings the funk here to NXT. That's what Xavier does.
Well, you should know better than
I do,
anybody.
yes. Oh, yes, we're funk soul brothers. We are. We go out after these shows, you know. We do. I get a couple of old sorts, a couple of old scrubbers, and we go out and dance the night away.
Xavier Woods, who's basically a walking 90s TV show. He likes to think of himself as one of the most energetic and passionate people here on NXT. I like to think of him, he looks like Steve Urkel from Family Matters if he spent 5 days at the gym a week.
Isn't it strange? El Local has that beautiful mask on, but you can still see he's dreadfully ugly underneath it. He looks like a bulldog chewing a wasp.
Come on. No, that's not nice.
It's not supposed to be nice, you pillock.
Well, it's already been an extremely bizarre night here. Ooh, as El Local gets things started here against Xavier Woods. We saw just moments ago Bray Wyatt absolutely destroy Yoshi Tatsu in singles action after the family lost in the NXT Tag Team Championship title matchup last week through Adrian Neville and Oliver Gray. Looking for the cover, Woods.
But still to come on this show, we've got the NXT champion.
Oh my goodness.
Big E. Langston.
An enormous main event. Conor O'Brien and Big E. Langston will go toe-to-toe in a non-title matchup in our main event. You cannot miss it. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Woods in a little bit of trouble here against El Local. Local with that luchador background, looking for the cover here, hooked to the leg.
That's all we know about him, isn't it?
That's really all we know. I know he's a little bit more technical than your average luchador, but still.
What are you talking about? More technical than your average luchador?
Well, does he look like a guy who's
going to
be...
old tribes sometimes, Tom, honestly. They're all technical.
And El Local, I mean, does he really look to you like a guy who's going to fly off the top rope? Oh, big time Enziguri there.
What are you saying there, Tom?
I'm saying he's a little portly. Here's the cover.
Ooh, look at you.
Well, you called him ugly. I can call him portly.
Anyway.
The headlock here from behind, and El Local so far in a little bit of a lead here in this rematch. Think he has an edge so far?
Certainly does have an edge, yes. El Local's come out with a mission in mind. He's come out to try and get his first win here on NXT is what he's trying to do.
Xavier Woods with the crowd behind him looking to battle back.
A headlock from behind before?
It was a rear headlock.
A rear headlock from behind.
Oh!
And that was what was that then?
I'm still learning. I need to defer to you.
Kick up the bottle.
The cover! And Local cannot seem to put away Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods is having all kinds of trouble with El Local. We weren't expecting this. Kicks are very effective.
Do you think maybe he's a little burned out? He does so many different things. He's trying to get his PhD. He loves to party. He loves to go on dates,
I know all
concerts.
About that. He loves the funk as well.
Well, you're a bit of a funkadelic, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Not a funkadactyl, but a funkadelic.
Oh, no, I'm original raver, me, 1988. Hey.
Well, Xavier still in a bit of a situation
He's
here.
got an headlock from behind, look.
That's right.
We need to rewrite the rule book and the terms book with you, don't we, Tom?
I do. If you could email that to me, that would be great. Locale.
Ooh. Have you noticed the way that every kick that El Local has...
Looking for the cover.
There we go, do your bit. Every kick that El Local has done so far, the point of his toe has gone right into the lower rib area. Not just in the spine, in the lower rib area, which makes it very difficult for you to breathe. That's probably why Xavier Woods isn't really doing a lot at the moment, because he's had the wind knocked out of him.
William, what do you think El Local means?
The local, you pillar. Even I know that.
I mean, it's got to be a little bit more complex than that.
No, it doesn't.
No?
It means he's from round the corner. The lad next door.
Off the ropes. Woods gets a head of steam going. Whoa! Big time Hurricane Rana.
I think I'm going to take up ventriloquism. I could do a better job just talking myself out here than having you here, Tom.
Missile drop kick, looking for the cover. Looking for the roll up. El Local. Had the inside cradle there for a moment, but Woods escaped. Local now up on the top rope. Woods looking to battle back. A little bit of a sticky situation here. Oh! Huge DDT off the top rope. Looking for the cover, and that will do it.
Here's your winner, Xavier Woods.
We saw Xavier Woods taken to his limit there, and I definitely believe it was those kicks into the lower rib area from El Local. But Xavier Woods showed us his excellent skills there.
Well, big time win for Xavier Woods, and the dancing begins almost immediately after the match. Oh!
Spinning DDT there off the second rope.
Huge impact there, and that put it away for Xavier Woods, and El Local still
Blocking
defeated.
the hands, technique was perfect there. Great win for Xavier Woods. Ooh, you have any idea that the mischief me and him are going to get up to tonight?
I have no doubt, William. Well, a big win for Xavier Woods over his new rival, El Local, here tonight on NXT. But first, we're going to throw things backstage right now to our colleague, Renee Young.
I'm here with Dr. Michael Sampson. Doctor, I know that you've been working with Paige on her shoulder. Can you give us an update on her injury at this point?
Sure. We've been working with Paige daily, and we've been doing some tests on her. One of her tests is a positive Jurgensen's test, which is indicative of biceps tendonitis. She could also possibly have an AC separation, so we're looking at that as well. But Paige seems to be coming along. We're going to keep evaluating her and see when we can get her back into action.
Any sense of a time frame?
Right now, we can't really say for sure, but we're going to give it a couple more days and see what we can determine.
Great. Thanks, Doctor.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, still to come, Conor O'Brien with a tremendous opportunity as he takes on NXT champion Big E Langston in a special challenge match. It's a non-title contest as O'Brien finally gets his shot at Langston tonight. And earlier tonight, Sasha Banks attacked backstage by Audrey Marie. So straight ahead, Sasha will have her shot at revenge as two powerful divas face off next on NXT.
The following contest is a Divas match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from El Dorado, Arizona, Audrey Marie.
Are we going to see as many fireworks tonight in this Divas match as we saw last week?
I certainly
Paige
hope
and
so.
Summer Rae. I hope so as well.
Well, a fantastic matchup last week, Paige and Summer Rae. Paige had that shoulder injury, so the matchup maybe not what it could have been, but tonight we're going to get a real good one. Audrey Marie, who went after, well, her rightful place. She believes in NXT. She's been gone with an injury for quite some time, and the All-American believes herself to be the rightful queen of NXT. She thinks she is the top dog here, and she's out to prove it.
you say top dog or frog then? I was just asking, it sounded like frog.
I don't know.
And her opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
Well, backstage, she attacked Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks was just looking forward to maybe getting a note from a secret admirer. It turns out the admirer was Audrey Marie, and that the secret note was a slug in the face. Looking to go after her right away is Sasha Banks, and Audrey Marie's argument basically to Sasha Banks was that while she was gone, Sasha Banks had had some success that she believed should have been hers. Is that a good way to look at it?
That seems to be everybody here in the Divas division seems to have that problem.
Looking for the cover.
That's what Summer Rae was saying, that she was sick of sitting there watching every week when she was ring announcing, watching all the Divas get more attention than her.
Well, what do you think about what Sasha Banks has managed to do in her short amount of time here on NXT? She got a big win over Alicia Fox, who's a former WWE Divas champion.
Yes, her biggest fan is a cousin, Snoop Dogg.
That's right.
We were on the phone the other day and he was telling me how proud he is of her. I mean, she's done wonderfully since she's been here in the short time. She's making a big name for herself.
You know Snoop Dogg?
I do, yes. Oh, yes.
How often do you talk?
Oh, I'm always gangster tripping with Snoop. I am.
Looking for the cover. Sasha Banks looking to put away Audrey Marie early. There's words I never thought would come out of your mouth. Unbelievable. What is the effectiveness of this hold right here, William?
If you need me to explain what that's doing to you, then you
You're
shouldn't
the pro.
be here.
You are the pro.
Can you not see that for yourself?
I can see how much it must hurt her spine.
Yeah, no, it does. It actually pulls the shoulders out the socket.
Well, Audrey Marie believes herself to be the true model of what a diva should be here on NXT, and really doesn't think too highly of what Sasha has done in her absence. Oh, big clothesline from Sasha. Getting up ahead of steam.
Sasha's got that wonderful fiery streak to her.
Oh, nice drop kick to the
sternum. There we go.
Audrey trying to balance herself. Whoa. Oh!
Face first.
That might have been the photo finish. The photo finish for Audrey Marie, and yes.
Here is your winner, Audrey Marie.
An incredible comeback for Audrey Marie.
Really, really astonishing performance there.
Yes, a great win because Sasha Banks has been on a serious roll here.
Audrey Marie climbing back atop the mountain of the Divas division. No secret admirer tonight for Sasha Banks as Audrey Marie comes out on top. Right now, let's head backstage. Renee Young standing by with another member of the Divas division.
Summer, earlier I talked to Dr. Sampson to get an update on Paige's shoulder, and it is badly, badly damaged right now. She has no range of motion in her shoulder at all.
Paige has no range of emotion in her life, okay? Why should I, or anyone else for that matter, feel bad for her? She asked for a match, and she got exactly what she deserved. The only regret that I have is that I broke my nail while I was slapping her around the ring. Anyways, now that my big competition is out of the way, I can go on and concentrate on becoming the greatest WWE diva ever. Oh, and Renee, from now on, you're to refer to me only as the First Lady of NXT. Kisses.
Conor O'Brien's been looking to prove he can go toe-to-toe with NXT champion Biggie Langston. These two square off tonight in a special non-title challenge match. Can O'Brien take advantage of the opportunity? We'll find out tonight on NXT.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome for Tyson Kidd.
Welcome back inside the NXT arena, and it is a pleasure to have Tyson Kidd back here, regardless of the circumstances. And I know, William, you've had a nice relationship with Tyson Kidd over the years, and it's just good to see him back up and moving.
Yes, a young man with a wonderful future in the WWE. A little setback, but it won't stop him. This man's got more heart than 1,000 soldiers. He's a wonderful man.
He's been very optimistic through his rehabilitation process, very positive, and many people describe this guy as a workhorse, and he's told all his fans on social media how excited he is to get back, how much he appreciates all the love and support of WWE fans. They just care, and there's a guy right now who's gonna have a long road back, but when he gets there, oh boy, is it fun to watch.
Let's hear it for Tyson Kidd. Tyson, thanks so much for joining us. For those that don't know, you were injured recently and had reconstructive knee surgery with the famous surgeon, Dr. James Andrews. Can you tell us about the incident?
I was competing on a WWE live event, and I did a dive, and I tore almost every ligament in my knee. But before I knew what the prognosis was, I lived to compete. And I asked the WWE doctors to please let me compete, and I competed on it the next night, which could have worsened it. We didn't know the extent of the injury at that time. And I've heard a lot of rumors of how long I'll be out and when I'll be back. But know one thing, I promise you that Tyson Kidd will be back!
Now, Tyson, on a recent Monday Night Raw, the longest tenured champion of the last 25 years, CM Punk, called you one of the underappreciated workhorses of WWE. How did that feel to hear that from CM Punk?
CM Punk. Love him or hate him, you have to respect him. He is the longest reigning WWE champion of the past 25 years. And for him to go on national TV and call me a workhorse, I'm flattered. And the thing about the workhorse is that it's not just a catchphrase, it's a mentality, it's a way of life, it's the way that Tyson Kidd deals with everyday situations. It's something that's been instilled in me since I was a teenager in the dungeon, and that is to go out and every single day be the absolute best that I can be. That's what the work...
Wait a minute.
I am going to end your career, Mr. Kidd. Look at you. Like a wounded animal. So weak and vulnerable. You should have stayed away, Mr. Kidd. You should have stayed away.
Wait a minute. What is Leo Kruger doing here? Clearly Tyson Kidd is injured right now. Oh! And there's Justin Gabriel, best friend and longtime partner of Tyson Kidd, coming to the rescue.
Kruger's actions are reprehensible, but you've got to expect that from him. As he said, he sees a wounded animal and he wants to pounce. That's what he does.
Well, that is just pathetic, in my view. Going after a man who's on one leg in the middle of the ring.
Well, sometimes they're the best ones to go after them.
Justin Gabriel sending a message to Leo Kruger, Tyson Kidd and company not to be messed with on NXT.
Coming up, the special challenge non-title match between champion Biggie Langston and Conor O'Brien. Two gladiators collide in our main event on NXT. It happens next.
They are global entertainers, professionally trained athletes, WWE superstars, but they are not invincible. When they step into that ring, they take real risks and endure unimaginable pain. Broken bones, torn muscles, dislocations, separations. Be smart, be safe, Don't try this at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing 280 pounds, the Ascension, Conor O'Brien.
The ferocious force that is Conor O'Brien making his way down to the ring right now for an unprecedented match created by our general manager, Dusty Rhodes, what we are calling a special challenge match. Conor O'Brien, one of the biggest, baddest men in NXT, has been saying for weeks that our current NXT champion has yet to go through the warfare, the real battle inside the ring that proves one to be a true champion. Conor O'Brien has gone about proving what he's been saying, backing it up in the ring, decimating much of the NXT roster, and now he looks to put our champion, Big E Langston, through his own personal gauntlet here in Orlando, Florida.
I'm a soldier, yeah, I told ya. I'm on a mission, I'm switching, I'm all over.
And his opponent from Tampa, Florida, weighing 295 pounds, he is the NXT champion, Big E Langston.
This is gonna be a car crash. This is, I just cannot even begin to describe to this audience what we are about to see. Two of the biggest men in NXT are gonna collide in the middle of this ring. No more psychological warfare, no more mind games. It's just gonna be who's the biggest, baddest dog in the yard.
Two fierce men are going to. This is going to be unpleasant for both of them involved. 30 years of competing, I can't explain to you what it's going to be like to be stood in that ring, because only Conor O'Brien and only Big E Langston know the ferociousness that's going to go on.
There's a lot of man in this ring right now. The NXT champion obviously comes in with all the accolades. Conor O'Brien, there's a position he could see himself being in somewhere down the line, but first, you've got to make an impression, and here on NXT, everything is earned. You've got to fight for every last thing. This is going to be a dog fight. This is a street fight.
Big E's the #1 man here on NXT, and look what it's got him. It's got him success and worldwide fame. That's how important NXT is.
And these two first started doing battle weeks ago here on NXT. The newly crowned NXT champion was not getting any respect from Conor O'Brien for his victories, for the way he was going about his matches. And it became a psychological battle at first, as Conor O'Brien was just trying to get in his head, putting down the 5 count even. Now these two bulls can lock horns in the middle of the ring as Big E Langston and he, well, they traded bodies essentially back and forth. Axel Keegan and Mike Dalton were two superstars that were left in the wake of these behemoths, and now they finally get to go at it.
Look at the looks of determination on both of the competitors here. It's just...
If you're in their shoes, what is going through your mind?
I'm trying to come up with the words to explain this, because goodness gracious me, just like two rams. I've never been that big, so I can't really explain, or that powerful to explain what it must feel like.
Two of the largest men in NXT, and possibly two of the most determined men in NXT, going up against each other in the middle of that ring. Neither of them's going to back down. That's going to be the question in this one, William. Which one is going to make a mistake first?
It's not just about the physical size, though. It's about the determination and their attitude and their heart. And they've both got plenty of it. Oh, look at that elbow to the point of the chin would flatten anybody. But it didn't really make a mark on Big E Langston.
Conor O'Brien setting the tone here early. in this special challenge match, our main event here on NXT. How important is this matchup for Conor O'Brien to put himself on the map?
It's the most important thing in his life. It's the most important thing in his career, because if he beats Big E Langston tonight, there's no way that the commissioner here, Dusty Rhodes, could not give Conor O'Brien a championship match.
These two bulls going at it. They're going to trade haymakers. We'll see which one will come out on top on the other side of the break. Stay tuned to NXT. Welcome back to our main event here on NXT, this special challenge matchup as the NXT champion, Big E Langston, you can see there, going up against Conor O'Brien. Oh, these two have just looked to beat and bully the hell out of each other. Right into that steel ring post. And that could be a turning point here. The NXT champion in a bad position is Conor O'Brien on the attack.
It doesn't matter how strong and how powerful Big E Langston is, his shoulder could be seriously damaged now. And when you take a shoulder away, you take the arm away, and he could be in a lot of jeopardy.
The offense of Big E Langston stymied for the time being, and now just Conor O'Brien doing what he's done best, as we've seen here at NXT. He loves to just pin his opponent into the corner and wail away on him, really just beat the life out of somebody, and he's working on doing that right now here against Big E Langston. But the question is, does he have enough strength to topple the champion?
This is the first time we've seen Big E put in this kind of position.
Looking for a cover.
And also, one other thing that I have to point out, when you go through the corner post, sometimes you can hit your trapezius muscle very hard, and I've done that many times, and the nerves in your arm just go completely dead, and all throughout your upper back region, and it makes it very hard to try and get any feeling back, and it can take several minutes, and this is what we're seeing here with Big E. He just doesn't have the power in his arms to compete at the moment.
And with that knowledge, Conor O'Brien working on that injured shoulder right now, and you can just see, look at the size of Big E Langston's arm. He's trying to get his two arms around it, but even that's a tall task. Oh! Full Nelson slam from O'Brien. Looking for the cover. This might do it. No, the champion escapes.
If anybody at home needs to know how powerful Conor O'Brien is, you've just seen it there. He put a full Nelson on Big E Langston and picked him up quite easily and slammed him down to the floor with that full Nelson slam. Absolutely incredible.
That's probably a first and last here on NXT. I doubt there's anyone else that may be able to even get close to that feat. Big E Langston, nearly 300 pounds. And Conor O'Brien in complete control right now, and this is exactly what he's been trying to do ever since he's gotten into NXT. He's very much a ground and pound style of offensive competitor.
I just saw that Conor O'Brien was just 1 second away from pinning the NXT champion. We haven't seen anybody come close to even getting a half a count up to now on Big E Langston.
Big E looking to battle back. Oh, huge clothesline, and another. And we're using that healthy arm for the time being, and now looking to drop bombs with his knees to the midsection.
Smart competing there by Big E Langston. His arms aren't in great condition at the moment, so use his knees. Use whatever you have. With those powerful legs, you can do some serious damage to the midsection.
These two prize fighters.
Look at that. Just one punch and he rocked Big E Langston. That shows you how powerful Conor O'Brien is.
Trading blows in the center of the ring. The fatigue has to be setting in now at this point. And Conor O'Brien has said for weeks that Big E Langston has not been in a real physical fight yet as the champion. And oh, finally, he feels like he is the one to bring that to Big E Langston.
Massive right hands here of Conor O'Brien. You just said that Conor O'Brien doesn't think Big E Langston's been put through a fight. Well, he's getting put through a fight tonight. We're seeing two warriors of the canvas wars here, just pounding away on each other.
Absolute street fight in the middle of the ring. And look at the official. The official somehow caught in the midst of this.
Bring the bell, let's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has declared this match a double disqualification.
After the official got tangled up in between Biggie Langston and Conor O'Brien.
The official made the right call there, Tom.
Look out from behind! Corey Graves! Look at this! Corey Graves looking to send a message. And Biggie Langston gonna make him hightail it out of the building.